Hey guys, Destin Gary here, and we are starting up Act 1, Chapter 6, Gears of War 3, Coal Train, still going at it, and we're about to head to the bridge.
Well,
anyone afraid of heights? Hey, yep, not anymore. Love heights. Love them. Fucking love them.
Come on, the line still reaches the bridge.
And that's our stop, so let's do this.
Now this part right away is actually pretty fun. You've got a pistol with unlimited ammo, and all you gotta shoot is the giant shiny red things, and watch the explosions.
I think I just invented a new force. Getting your ass shot off.
They're on the right, left, and there's one more on the right, I think. But I know you come to the end here, and you got a gunker right in your face as soon as you land. I suggest running away. So I thought, I have the boom shot, I'll aim in the center of him and hit the big guy and maybe take out a few people around him at the same time. It did not happen.
That's the last of them. For now.
Okay, so we've taken those guys out, and we need to make our way forward now.
I'm more worried about the stability of this bridge. With some trigger-happy stranded.
yeah, this doesn't look good at all.
Come on, will you get on with it? If we lose that ship, we lose everything we've got.
Call the Sovereign. Call the Sovereign. Come in, Sovereign. Shit, the comms are still down and I can't see a goddamn thing. We need to get to the center of this bridge.
Yeah, but we have to get past that first.
My unique charisma should do the trick.
Yeah, I'll have to lend you some of mine.
Am I the only one who can feel the crosshairs just about here?
Hey, I saw movement. Top of the barricade, stay sharp.
Hello? Anyone home? Knock, knock. We just passing through. We just need a hand to get back to our shit.
The subtitles ruin the surprise.
So much for diplomacy.
Yeah, what else do you expect from these stranded shits? Let's get this over with.
Hey, those aren't stranded. They're locusts.
Oh, great. Look who's back in town.
Well, we did flood them out their tunnels. Hey, they got a gun position in that toll booth.
Okay, so right away, obviously, take out the guys on the turrets, then go for the snipers. This guy, there's actually some red barrels just behind that cover. I didn't see it, so I shoot him first. But that might help you out if you're playing on one of the harder difficulty settings. See, there it is right there. And if I get a little closer, I can actually hit that, and it'll cause his whole pod to like slide into the ocean. He's dead, so it doesn't really matter now, but at the time. Yeah, and this point in the game, this is my first complete playthrough, so I don't know all the tricks yet. Or I didn't the first time I played through it. Now, I've kind of figured a few things out. Now here, I'm doing this partially to save ammo, and because I can. Here we go, and I switch it up and pick up the Retro Lancer for the first time. Okay, what positives does this weapon have? Not a lot. When you fire, it starts with a fairly large reticle, and that reticle gets larger the more you fire it. So I almost suggest not even picking it up. But it does have one big plus. You can press and hold B, and you will charge in at somebody and impale them with it. It's one of the most rewarding executions in the entire game. It is a ton of fun. The only issue is you do need to get a little bit of a run with it. If you don't, you'll just kind of stab him. And here I'm just... he kills his own guy instead of me. I just wanted to try out the Retro Lancer.
Bring it on.
I guess it's not that bad. I don't like how inaccurate it is. Now the cleaver does not replace any of your main weapons, so if you decide to give it a shot, know that you won't have to get rid of anything. There's actually a tricky collectible here, right there on the right, in that container right in front of me. If you break that box, there's a collectible behind there. It's one of the harder ones to find in this level. We do have a full collectible walkthrough, though, if you're still looking for stuff. So you can be sure to check that out on guides.ign.com, or just by going to the Gears of War 3 page and clicking the guide. Our Gears of War 3 page. So I'm trying out the cleaver, and it kind of sucks. You just kind of swing twice. But if you down somebody, pick up a cleaver, and then use it to execute them, it has a very cool execution. Not recommended for taking on a turret, though. There's me trying to get the Retro Lancer to work again. And you need to get a run at the guy, otherwise it won't do anything. It's really disappointing. So I'm like, oh, this is new. I want to see what it does. There we go. My first one. That is so nice. I really like it. There's a cog tag right there on the ground that I could have picked up. Well, maybe I still pick it up.
Oh, you think you can stop the cold train?
I'm actually not even supposed to be down here. I don't think I need to be to continue the game.
How you can't keep the cold train?
But now you don't have to worry about finding that one semi-tricky collectible in the game later on if you're going for that achievement. Now, the incendiary grenade didn't work very well for me. It eventually took out the guy on the turret, but not until he got quite a few shots into me. It has a damage over time sort of effect where if you hit somebody with fire, they'll burn for a while and then eventually die. I recommend the more traditional grenades because blow up, it's guaranteed a kill. You're not always guaranteed a kill with this. If they move outside of flame, they could survive and kill you. Now this part, I don't play the best. I try and use the Retro Lancer a lot. Obviously, you probably should have stayed in cover right there at the beginning. But I have a little bit of fun with this game. I've played through all the Gears games, all the campaigns. I don't remember the name of every single weapon or all the characters or anything. I just try and have fun with it. Check out the new weapons and stuff like that. That's why I enjoy the series. The boomer just killed himself. That's how I recommend handling him. Just let him kill himself. There's a lot of tricks you can do with active reloads also. Let's say you have a boom shot in your hand and you just picked up ammunition for it and you see it reloading. If you switch to your primary weapon and leave the boom shot as your secondary, the next time you go to it, you can get the active reload and you'll have more powerful ammo. That's what active reloading does if you weren't aware of that. It makes your ammunition slightly more powerful.
That ship's gonna be 20 clicks away by the time we get
You see people do it a lot in multiplayer. They'll pick up the sniper and it needs to be reloaded, so they just switch their primary and wait until they're about to use it. Because with the sniper rifle, if you hit somebody once in some of the games, they usually go down. And if you're down, crawling around on the ground, you're a lot easier to kill than if you're running around.
Okay, lower deck or the catwalk?
Sam, let's take the catwalk. Barrett, you and Carmine take the lower deck.
That's the only catwalk Sam's ever gonna be on.
When this is over, Baird, I'm gonna raise your voice an octave.
Cole, can you see anything yet?
1 sec.
Okay, so I'm underground, and this is probably the easier path of the two. There's lots of cover, and you can get through without too much hassle.
Yeah, I know that's gotta hurt. Look at your legs. They're hanging on.
And that's all I want to do. I just want to kill people with the Retro Lancer all day. Okay, so now I'm going to go upward and join my buddies.
Yeah, I know that's gotta hurt. Look at your legs. They're hanging on. Cole. Marcus. Woo! That's one big ugly motherfucker.
Now we see where the two storylines come together. We see the Lambent Leviathan down there, and they're fighting down there. Remember, Cole's portion of the story takes place an hour before the other portion of the story.
We'll get Baird to come up with an idea. No problem. I've killed glowing leviathans before, remember? At Vector's dockyard. Saved your asses.
You killed one, a baby, and you wrecked the harbor doing it. That one's twice the size.
So what's your plan? Nag it to death? Wait a minute. You actually could.
Look, ladies, one way or another, we gotta help Sovereign. Or she's screwed and so are we.
Ah, shit. There go the guns!
Anyone got a plan B? Because now will be a good time.
Okay, the grubs must have plenty of ordnance here. You find it, I'll make it go bang.
Alright, so we are looking for something to take out that guy with. And we see, tickers. Boxes of tickers.
Hey, that'll do the job.
We already know how it ends, so we are looking for a big box of tickers
Yeah, if they
to
don't kill us first.
kill that Lambent Leviathan with. A little bit of insight to my opinion on the game. The tickers are my least favorite enemy in the entire game. Not because they're difficult to get by or anything, just they're annoying. They run up to you and explode. I don't like it. And they're small. I hate any enemy that's like really tiny and you gotta look down and shoot on the ground to kill it. I just find them annoying. Anyway, that's not really a tip. Tip is, if they stop, jump away from them.
Mortars, get down!
Hey, there! We could use one of those.
No, a mortar would just piss off the
Okay, let's just kill the mortar crew and find that stash of tickets.
You can actually get into the boxes and take cover from the mortars, which is what they suggest you do. If you went left there, you can actually take these guys out. I'm thinking the mortar crew's over there. They're right there. And somehow, I have the biggest whiff ever right here. And they get me with the mortars by shooting right beside themselves. And I don't get the boom shot off in time. I was just going to shoot them once and be done with this part. But I screwed up and got down because apparently they're the best mortar crew ever. And then no one revives me. Sam cut it pretty close on that one. Now I try it again, use my last incendiary grenade, and take him out. And I get down there just in time for the action to be over.
Hey, what the fuck is that?
Now we encounter the gas barges for the first time. These guys aren't that difficult, but trying to hit them with a mortar sure as hell is.
I call dibs on that.
Who says this job can't be fun?
I don't really have any recommendations for this part because it takes so long for the mortar to land. Just kind of try and time it when he's going in a straight line. Aim in front of him. Like, add a delay. Notice how I'm always aiming for the front of him? What I'm hoping is that the mortars will have time to hit the tail end by the time they come down. You should probably aim about, so you see how big he is? About half his size in front of him to hit him.
It's go time, baby.
There, he's slowed down quite a bit here, and I actually get the shot in, and he's finally dead. That's more frustrating than anything at that part.
All right, now can I have my tickers, please?
Hello, Baird, we're looking. We're looking.
I'm just enjoying the view for a few moments.
Thanks, ugly ass. You got glory through in the party again.
So here's some more polyps.
What's up?
And every time he pops in, he drops a few polyps on you. Just take him out really quick and keep continuing forward. Don't do that. Stop trying to kill everything with the retro lancer like I did. It is not recommended, and I almost die here. The ladder there is just on your left, so head upstairs and make your way to the final area of this level.
Oh yeah, there's your tickers.
The big box of tickers.
Time to impress us.
You do need to take out a few locusts before you can use it,
We
though.
hit the sweet spot, it'll be good night, Leviathan. Can they get it to move right beneath us?
Marcus, while you were taking a break, the blonde genius had an idea.
You so need me.
Can you lower that bitch to the front end so we can give it a headache?
Animals just love me. Stand by, Cole.
God, the bridge feels like it's on its last legs.
Yeah, that Leviathan isn't helping.
Again, I'm screwing around a lot, but you'll notice there was plenty of cover right when I came in. I would take out the guy on the gun tower exactly like I did, and then take cover on the car. That would be a pretty good spot.
You know what? Tell him I'm being a genius as fast as I can.
Yeah, but we got our own problems up here.
Cole, you're gonna be scraping us up in a bucket if you don't get a move on.
Find some cover fast, or your ass gonna be swimming in some Chloe gravy. Don't stand in front of this steamboat.
Fire in the hole!
Okay, so that's about the worst way you can do everything. What you should do is probably just utilize your cover and take out enemies as you can. But now we have reached the end of Act 1. This is the final part of Act 1, and we release the tickers, and they take out the giant Leviathan. If you need any more help, or you're looking for, say, collectibles, or you want to know more about the weapons, or you just want to read the full walkthrough, be sure to check out IGN.com.